Today I'm going to teach you on how to get 6-pieces skirt from a straight skirt using slash and spread method. So this is my hip line. My hip is 42. The hip I'm using is 42, so I divide it by 4 plus 2 inches allowance. That is where we get here. The waist is 34. Divide by 4 plus 2 inches. Then the new length, I use 17 as my own new length. That is where I want the flange to start. But anybody can use any number that you want. So far, it's at least 2 inches above your knee. Then you have the length, and you can see different lines that is drawn here. First, this line, I divide the hip by 6 because this time I'm doing 6 pieces panel. 42 divided by 6, I have 7. That 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. That is this 3.5 we have here. So this is assumed that it is folded. This place is the front, the center front of the panel. While this one is the back side of the side part of it. The allowance is there, and this is the middle, not exactly the middle, where you use the 3.5 plus the 2 inches. We don't bother about the seam allowance. So these are the lines. We have this is the length, the main length of the skirt, while I add 4 inches for the heel allowance. So let me cut it out. This time I'm using one. Okay, I'll cut the two and share it into 2 for front and the back. But for the back, I'm going to add the zip allowance. So I will not cut it exactly there. I will add 1 inch for the zip allowance. The front part. So this is what we have now as the front part. Then we still cut out the back part of it by adding the allowance, the zip allowance. So let's work with the front first. This is the back pattern, while this is the front. So we need to cut out the horse panel. This one now, you need to slash it now in order to open it to the leaving an inch there to open it. This time now, you now decide on how big you want your flange to be. So let us do that now. This one is 1. Why both of this? Okay, this one is 2, 1. This one is 2, 2. The second part of this. So this one, because they are getting it. This one is the side part of it. Why this one is the center front. So let's work on the side first before we now do the center front. So this time I have slash and still slash. This is the new length. You cut it towards this side and towards this side, leaving an hinge in order to be able to slash. And this time I'm slashing and spreading it with 5 inches, or you can use 6 if you want it bigger, depending on how big you want your flange to be. But this time I want to use 6 inches at the peak here. Use this one to cut the second part of the panel, that is the second side of the panel. So let's now come to the center part of the panel. So I'll first of all draw out the line, a straight line where I'll put it. Now shift it with that same 6 inches which we use at the other part of it. So I need to go. So we have gotten the front part of the 6 pieces skirt. Now, when we want to cut it in Ankara, let us do the back. Then after we now cut it out in our Ankara fabric. So let's go for the back part of it. So let's start with the back part of the panel. This time we still have the hip line. This one now was not in the front part. This one is my butt line, the person's butt line. You measure the person from the waist to where the butt stops. Then why this one is the end. That is where I want the flange to start. So let's start with the slashing. So we need the first part again, just as the back side now. This one is still 1. This one is 1 1. This one is 1 1. This one 1 2 1 2 2. So let me cut it out. Sorry. So I need to don't stop. So I've ironed this one out. So we have gotten the side part of the back, one side part of the back of the back. Then the second one, you need to slash this one until you need to slash this and stretch it just like the other one. Is the center back. That is why I contain the zip allowance. So now we are going to do the slashing on this. Let me hold it first. So let us start with the center back. You need to place this one here, the line here. This line that was drawn here, let it be equal. Let me pin it up down so that it should be the same. So this is the 17, like the knee length where I want the flange to start. So we need this, those lashes here. We spread with that same 6 inches. And it does evenly use spin. So now we have done the threading. At the top side, you know that people have bots. The bots at the back make it that at this back we need to add like the hip line, the butt line that I measured, just the way we do in the front of the cloth. Just the way we get that measurement. Let me use this dummy as an example. Yes, that is where this line is. I want to form out a base for the butt to enter. Because if you are sewing for somebody that have big butts with tiny waist, it's necessary that you bring out something like this. If not, the back side will have jump, make it to be jumpy. So at this point, measure 1 inch. I mean, you can use half inch, you can use 1 inch. If the person's waist, the difference between the person's waist and the butt and the hip is much, you use 1 inch. But this one, the difference is not much. So I'm using half an inch here at the hip line, where the hip line is. So you use your French cord to connect it. So you connect it to the waist. The same thing back to that 13 where the hip stop. So you now take it direct to this thing, then follow this, the line of the slant that you are coming out. So let me cut it out. So this is the center back. Mind you, it assumes that it's folded. So whenever you are cutting it from your Ankara, you fold it. So this same thing that you got here, this same cord, you will get it here at the side. So it's just to put. Now we are done with this one. But the second one, I have to put something now to add for that hip side. The same way we measure at the center part, you do it at the tight part, half inch. At that same line, half inch. Then you use your French top and do the same thing. Then so we have gotten both front and back. This is the back part of this handle sketch. So now we are done with the pattern. Let us cut it out from the fabric. Now I want to start cutting it from the fabric. As you can see, this side is the hip allowance. This is the center back. You need to fold it to get the cheap part of the panel, because it assumed that it was folded during the pattern. So we need to fold the fabric to cut it in order to get it. I need to say when you are cutting, remember to add half inch for joining allowance. So now this one is the two sides of the back. If you see, I folded it just to use this one to get it. So let's cut it. Oh yeah, cut. When I cut this side now, this side is going to be joined to this side. If you look at it, if you look here now, some people will get confused of the side that will be the hip and the side that is not the hip. But always mark it to know where your hip is. And this half inch that is added is for your joining allowance. So this is what you have now as part of the back. So don't cut our hook. And this way is the back. Are you seeing everything? So everything is showing. So you can see these ones are the front panel. There are 3 in number. This one is the center front, and these 2, there are 2 here. These 2 are the 2 sides of the front. Then why this one is these 2 are the 2 sides of the back. Why this one is the center back with the zip allowance. You can see the line, that is the zip allowance. This half is with this piece where you are joining it. And if I open it, you have one, this one will be open, this one here, one there. So we are done with it now. If you like it, which I know you will like it, subscribe, like, and share, so that you'll be able to get the next video on how I'm going to make it and how it will come out at the end. Thank you.